Hey guys, how you doing? It's Derby Day, the Merseyside Derby, Liverpool versus Everton, the day where red dominates blue, the day where red continues to dominate and absolutely destroys blue. It's the FA Cup. It's the second time they're meeting the season. The first time they met, it was in a league game where Liverpool completely annihilated Everton as usual in a 5-2 win. A game that got Everton manager Marco Silva sacked. So it's a game where Evertonians they'd want to get one over Liverpool for the first time in close to 10 years. This is sometimes dubbed as the most one-sided derby in the world. Liverpool have absolutely dominated Everton. The last time these two teams met in a FA Cup tie, Liverpool won that game by 2 goals to 1. And as I mentioned, the last time Liverpool actually beat, or rather, Liverpool actually lost to Everton in any game, it was probably 10 years ago. So this is, I mean, it could be a straightforward game in terms of Liverpool wins goes to through to the next round, but Everton have got a couple of tricks up their sleeves. In this video, we look at three ways that Everton could possibly cause the shock of the decade yet, and that's to beat Liverpool. Their first threat is that Everton would want to have pride. It's a derby. It's a Merseyside derby. It's not nice. I mean, there's like blood must spill. Everton would really want to get one over their fiercest rivals. So that is one motivation for them where they could want to throw everything to it to beat Liverpool. So because of that reason, and it's a derby, you can never take it lightly. So that's one of the reasons why Everton could win, because it's a derby. They'd go all forces in, and then they'd absolutely want to beat Liverpool. The second reason out of the three is that because it's a cup game, it's a FA Cup game, Liverpool could play a couple of the youth guys, the youngsters. Liverpool could probably go 60 or 70% youngsters, and then Everton could field a strongish team where they could like get one over the young Reds. We saw where Liverpool was cup tied in the Carabao Cup, where they were forced to play the youngsters. Yes, they did brilliantly well against Aston Villa, but they fell well short, losing 5-0 to Aston Villa. So I feel if Jurgen Klopp goes with the youngsters again, Everton could have a look in to beat Liverpool for the first time in almost a decade. The third reason, which is for me is the most important reason, the Carlo Ancelotti effect. Carlo Ancelotti this season is the only manager to have beaten Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, he was still with Napoli. His Napoli team beat Liverpool 1-0 in the Champions League group stages. And I think Jurgen Klopp was visibly upset with that result. Upset that Carlo Ancelotti managed to get one over him again. So I think Evertonians, their fans, everyone associated with the club would be relatively confident coming into this game that an upset could be on the cards because of that Carlo Ancelotti effect. He's a brilliant manager. He's managed some of the best teams in the world, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea. They are the few teams that come to mind that he's managed. But for this game, as I mentioned, Liverpool could probably go with some of the youth players. Yes, it's a derby, but we even saw in that league game, Jurgen Klopp fielded his B team against Everton which still managed to beat them quite convincingly by 5 goals to 2. Divock Origi starring against the team that he loves to play against, Everton. But I mean, it's a Merseyside derby. It means so much. I I can't see how Liverpool can take this game lightly. Everton will want to spill blood. Everton coming to Anfield would want to make sure that they come out of Anfield with their heads held up high and having beaten Liverpool. But if anything, if the past results is anything to go by, then one would say Everton probably has absolutely no chance of actually beating this magnificent Liverpool team. You know, the reason why Liverpool is so hard to beat is that it's their attack basically. Yes, defensively, sometimes they are a bit of a lapse in concentration, but going forward, I mean, Liverpool attacks from defense into midfield into attack. Defense in the form of wing backs, Trent and Robertson. They are dubbed as the new number 10s of in world football. They're so powerful, so creative. They sometimes score goals, but they create so many goals. In midfield, Naby Keita is always a threat in terms of getting into to the final third and even scoring a couple of goals here and there. The same with Gino Wijnaldum. Henderson, Captain Fantastic, with his fire, he'd make sure that he pulls in a stellar performance, and of course our fantastic three. I mean, basically, if these three guys are playing, we are basically guaranteed to win each and every game that we are playing. Mohamed Salah, Bobby Firmino, and Super Sadio Mane. I can't see any result other than a fantastic Liverpool win. My prediction for this one is Liverpool 3, Everton 1. If you feel that Everton can probably cause an upset with these three factors that I mentioned, do let me know. Otherwise, please subscribe, like, and share. Come on, Reds, Liverpool to beat Everton.